So, John Roberts, Waverunner bait boats. I really want you to talk me through this Shuttle. It's a real standout bait boat for me. There's 3 in the range. This is the smallest one of the 3, but you know, I love this bait boat. Just tell me a little bit more about it.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. It's my personal favourite out of the range, to be honest with you. It's just so small and compact that it will fit in a lot of medium-sized carry-alls. So for just day sessions, there's no excuse of, oh, you know, it's too big and bulky. It will fit in a rucksack or anything. And saying that, with the size, it will also carry a kilo and a half of bait as well in the long hopper we've got, which is a longer than normal hopper, which is perfect for keeping your rigs, you know, untangled.
Keeps your rigs nice and straight.
Yeah.
Because that can be a problem with smaller hoppers. Everything kind of gets bound together.
That's it. Yeah. So we've altered the hopper on this to make it as long as we possibly can for the size of the boat. A lot of the same features really integrated into this boat that there is into the other ones. It's got lights at the back here and at the front there, so you can distinguish which way it's going in the dark. The battery meters at the back here, so you can tell the conditions of the battery. It's got these little LEDs here which will flash to indicate when the hopper's dropped and when the hook release is triggered. Like I say, again, it's got the hook release system which allows you to drop your hook bait separate to the actual hoppers as well. So
your hook just sits around the little bar.
Little pin there in the back. So you'd put your rig on the back of that, drop it, that falls away with the weight of the lead.
Again, simple operation, just one click to the left, that
that's
pops,
it.
Rig's gone.
Yeah, so there's no confusion. Everything on the handset, you know, you've got the left-hand joystick, which will work the lights, the hoppers, the hook release, and then the right joystick will function the manoeuvrability.
Purely for steering, that one, isn't it? Forwards, backwards, left and right.
So you can just use it with one hand. So it's really simple to use. It comes with 2 rechargeable batteries, which you charge directly through the actual boat itself via
so there's no need to take those out of the boat to
No,
charge
you can do. You can take them out and directly charge them, or you can directly charge it through the boat itself.
Brilliant.
So yeah, the running time's about 2.5 hours. It's got a range of about 400 metres, so you know, more than enough really.
And I know there's a feature we've talked about on the other boats when we've talked previously.
Yeah.
Just tell me again, you can't lose this boat, can you?
No, the fail-safe mechanism on all of the bait boats make it so that if your boat was to ever go out of range for whatever reason, you're having a signal problem, it'll cut one of the motors off, turn around into a circle, and obviously then you'll pick the signal back up again and you can
steer it home or
yeah.
I mean, I just think that's fantastic. Yeah. Especially when you think, I mean, one of the things that really stands out for me is this is a bait boat which makes it's an easy to use bait boat.
Yeah.
But the key for me is the days have gone when you have to go out necessarily and spend £1,000 just to have a bait boat.
Yeah.
This is extremely affordable for your average carp angler, your average guy, your pike angler, whoever else it might be. But you still don't want to lose it, John.
No.
You know, you want that peace of mind that if that does go out of range, it's simply going to turn around, you pick it up and bring it back home again.
That's right.
I'm loving this boat, John, you know, and I'm really keen to get on the water.
Yeah.
So I suggest we get ourselves over there and have a look at what it can do.
Let's have a look, yeah.
So, this is the bit I've been looking forward to. We've got the Shuttle out on the bank. John, looking at this swim here, I'm picturing just turning up for an overnighter.
Yeah.
Okay, because let's get it right. Bait boats, it's not all about sending it out 200 yards to a marker. You turn up, I want to put a bait under that tree there. Now, if I start casting around in there, I've got the disturbance of a few miscasts. I might hook the tree. I might get lucky and get it in there first time, but what are the chances? For me, this is where the Shuttle comes into its own. Just want to get a bait and a little bit of freebie around it. Ready for the night, job done. Take us through it. Let's see how it works. Let's get some bait in that nice spot under there because that looks well carpy. Let's see what we can do.
I'm going to put the rig in the hopper this time instead of the hook release.
Yeah, because we want it all together really under there, don't we? It's going to be quite a tight squeeze under there, so you may as well have your hook bait and your bait together. So, hopper open, in goes the rig and the lead.
Yeah, put the lead in as well.
It's the beauty now, you see the length of that hopper, you've got that rig nice and straight, haven't you? It's not going to tangle on the way out, is it?
That's right. I always like to use a bait spoon to get all the bait in without any spillage when I'm using the boat.
Yeah, perfect.
A few free offerings in there.
Yeah, you know, that's another important point. While you can probably get a kilo and a half in there, actually, It's still perfect just for putting a PVA bag-sized amount of bait out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without the hassle of tying a bag and then having to cast it.
That's it.
So we're ready to go there. We're switched on.
Let's put this in the water.
You can see now, or one thing that strikes me, there's no need for priming the boat. Straight into the water, works off a prop, and away you go. Just put that bail arm off for you.
Yeah, take that off.
And out she goes. It's quiet.
Yeah.
No disturbance at all, is there?
When you're just coming for a couple of hours, it's ideal. You don't have the disturbance of spodding and things like that. When you're only here for a couple of hours, this is perfect.
And again, we talked about it before, the ease of use, just one finger there operating the direction. And spooked one there, look. See, we knew they were under there.
We're going to drop
nice,
that now.
so we stop now.
You can see the light on the back of the boat just flash to indicate that it's
so you know the hopper's open and your bait's out. It's very manoeuvrable, isn't it?
Yeah.
A very small turning circle. It's in and out of that spot in no time, and then back they come. For me, mate, that's just typified in a nutshell what this bait boat's all about. Again, like we say, it's not about long range necessarily. Obviously, we've got the range on it, but that, for me, there is where it scores. No disturbance whatsoever. You've a good amount of bait under there. I'd be amazed if you don't get a bite by the time you pull this out. Okay, so then we just switch it off while it's on the bank, just leave
you
there.
turn the bolt off first, and then the handset.
Excellent, that's it, job done. So the Shuttle, as I said before in the small film, you know, I'm really excited about this boat because I think it's accessible to a lot of people. It's extremely versatile, fits in a bag, and as we've seen, just perfect for the job in hand.